Okay. What I really find disturbing right now are my fellow liberal friends that keep telling me we need a tea party. We need to form our own tea party so we can be as vocal as these tea partiers have been in getting their Republicans elected to the Congresses. I find this extremely disturbing. You know, I like to go back to the Star Wars analogy with the final installment of the prequels. Let's see, what's it called? Revenge of the Sith, in which Anakin Skywalker decides to become Sith Lord because he thinks he can use the power of the Sith to keep his beloved from being killed. Well, I'm not going to spoil too much about it, but he ends up going over the dark side, and as we all know, he ends up becoming Darth Vader. Didn't think he could be corrupted by the dark side. He ended up corrupted by the dark side. Now, too many lefties are thinking we can't be corrupted by the extremes of the Tea Party and the hideousness of it, the hideously wild extremes. Think again. Think again. I still believe in the power of kindness. And this is what people look to the left for. The reason I became a lefty liberal in the first place is because so many nice people went liberal and Democrat. Voting Democrat, liberal Democrat, and so many mean people were voting Republican that it eventually led to me becoming a liberal Democrat. So I not only think it is a terrible mistake for us to get our own Tea Party, but it could be potentially destructive to us and what we are trying to achieve. We need to prove to people that we are better. And we can't prove to them that we're better by acting just exactly like them. They're not the example for us to follow. We're the example for them to follow. If you ask me, the Tea Party needs to become more like us. It's them that needs to say, we need to lose the extremes and practice kindness more. I think it's a terrible mistake. It would be a horrible tragedy if we were to suddenly have our own Tea Party. If it ever does form, and I certainly hope not. I hope the left never gets a Tea Party. We don't need it. And we'll be corrupted by it. It scares me. This is the one thing that actually scares me the most right now. Fellow liberals who may be watching this video, please don't fall for this idea that we need our own Tea Party. We don't. And don't fall for the idea that nice guys finish last. You're looking at a man who's been loved by a lot of women. For every male who tries to friend me on Facebook, 3 women are friending me. For every man. Just about. That's a lot of female friends. It's a lot of female friends. It's all about being nice, folks. You got to be nice. In fact, kindness is a requirement to being human. And did you hear those Tea Partiers cheer when the interviewer was saying, "You really think we should just let the 30-year-old uninsured guy die?" Tea Partiers went, "Yeah!" I don't want us becoming anything like that. I don't want us becoming anything like the Tea Party at all. They're nothing like us, and I don't want us to be anything like them. I hope I'm never found to have anything like that inside me at all. If I have to have a look of horror on my face, if something that tragic were to even happen to my worst enemy, Rush Limbaugh, I would rather react that horrified by a fate that many on the left might say he deserves. Maybe he does deserve it. But I think being horrified by the fate of your enemies would be a lot better than to cheer the death of someone you have never met. I don't think so. No, I'd rather see our taxes going up. I'd rather us go single payer health care than for these people to go on dying without insurance. And it could happen to me. It could happen to you. It could happen to anybody. The thing is, the Tea Party is not an example to follow. Not by any means. They're not even close to an example. The only reason they've got followers is because we've got a lot of sickos in this country. We've got a lot of sick people that think this uncaring, selfish, self-centered attitude is the way to go. It's not. It ain't nowhere near it. So please, lefty liberals, I beg of you, don't form a Tea Party. We don't need it. There's power in kindness. Be nice. I implore you, be nice. I beg of you. Because you never know who's watching. That's all for now.